What's up, everybody? Chris Flick here. Today we're going to be talking about my favorite type of conditioning protocol, program, whatever you want to call it, is the 4x4 interval program. Now this has been studied numerous times in different labs all over the world, right? And what it has been shown to do for people is to improve their VO2 max. The VO2 max is the body's ability to kind of utilize the oxygen that's made available to them, right? And if the better you're able to utilize that oxygen, the better output you're able to get. All right. So if you are an individual that plays sports, improving your VO2 max will help you. If you're somebody that wants to live longer, there's a positive correlation between improving VO2 max and your length of life, right? So if you want to live longer, if you want to excel at sports, if you want to do work and not get tired, right? Last week, I'm pushing some round bales, which are these big, heavy things. I'm pushing this hay bale out to the horses, and I am sucking wind. My hands are on my knees. I think what I'm doing is working with this kettlebell conditioning program I'm doing. But I realized, man, this sustained effort, I'm struggling. So I decided I don't want to be tired walking up the stairs or pushing round bales of hay. I don't want to be sucking wind. I need to improve my cardiovascular system. And in my mind, there's no better way to do it than the 4x4 interval. So this is how you do this thing. First off, if you are new to training, I would choose a modality that's not going to kill you, right? I want to use a bicycle, I want to use an elliptical, maybe a stair climber, right? If you enjoy running, which is how I'm doing this right now, I've also tried it in the pool. It gets a little tricky, but you can do it while swimming, right? I'm doing this outside, all right? I'm walking for 5 to 10 minutes. You could probably see my breath here on this video. In Pennsylvania, we're hitting the winter months. It's cold. Your body needs to warm up, and so do your lungs, okay? So I take 5 to 10 minutes to walk or slow jog. Then I do my first of 4-minute intervals. This pace is getting to a point where you cannot hold a conversation. It is about 80 to 95% of your maximum heart rate. Your maximum heart rate is the number 220 minus your age, all right? So if you're 40 years old, that number would be 180, all right? If you do the math on that, 80 to 95% of that, I believe, puts you in that, 135 to 165 range if you use a heart rate monitor. If you don't use a heart rate monitor, then just remember, get to a point where you cannot hold a conversation, you're sucking wind a little bit, and you want to sustain that pace for the 4 minutes. After that, you walk or slow jog for 3 minutes. You allow your body to recover, getting back down to about 70% of your maximum heart rate, which that number I believe is in the 120s, right? You can check my math. I'm doing this off the top of my head here. Then, after your 3 minutes to recover, you do your second of 4 intervals. Then you take 3 minutes to recover. Then you do your third 4-minute interval, 3 minutes to recover. Then you do your fourth and final 4-minute interval. And then you take 5 to 10 minutes to cool your body down by walking or slow jogging. With each interval, your ability to produce power is going to diminish a little bit, okay? Because of fatigue. That is okay. The idea is to just get your heart and your lungs up to that point where you could not hold a conversation, you're breathing heavy, and then allow yourself to recover. If we're new to this, if we're new to cardiovascular training, I would say do some steady state cardio for 2 to 5 weeks to kind of build an aerobic base before you add intensity. This is intense, right? So if you're new and you don't want to jump in right away, do some steady state cardio. If you've been training and you need a little bit of a change up, if you want to improve your VO2 max, to improve sport performance, to live longer, the 4x4 interval program will do that for you, man. Peace, everybody.